Hello and welcome to Thomann Brass and Winds. This is part 2 of our in-depth look at trumpet mouthpieces, and today we're starting with the first point of contact, the rim. The rim is a round surface area that directly touches our lips. Some rims are labeled as narrow or rounded, which means there's less contact area with your lips. This can help with articulation and might give you a little more flexibility. On the other hand, wide or flattened rims can help with endurance and overall provide a bit more comfort on your lips. For the sake of consistency, I'll focus on each manufacturer's standard rim version to create a level playing field. Now, the other major factor of the rim is its inner diameter. This defines how much lip tissue vibrates into the mouthpiece and greatly affects how comfortable it feels to play. Mouthpiece diameters typically range from about 15 mm to 18 mm depending on the brand. In general, players with thicker or flashier lips might benefit from wider diameters to avoid feeling cramped, while players with thinner lips, like I do, seem to prefer a smaller diameter for better control. But of course, exceptions prove the rule. I've been told that Clifford Brown used a Bach 17, one of the smallest we have in stock here at Thomann, and look how he played. So while smaller diameters can help in the upper register, the goal is to find a rim that allows you to comfortably play the full range of the instrument. Yes, the full range, not just the high notes. Too small and your lips might feel pinched. Too big and it might feel like you're falling into the mouthpiece. So what should you look for when trying different rims? Your lips should vibrate freely without restriction. The sound should feel open and intonation should be consistent throughout your whole range. And overall, it shouldn't feel like you're lifting weights. Let me show you what I mean. Here I have the full range of Schilke mouthpieces, from the small Schilke 9 at around 16.3 mm to the large Schilke 24 at 18.2 mm. Please note, not all manufacturers measure inner diameters the same way. Some measure at the very top of the rim, some measure slightly below. So don't buy based on numbers alone. Try different pieces within your preferred range. So let's have a look. Here we have the Schilke trumpet mouthpieces from a size 9, which is round about at 16.3 mm, up until the 24, which is actually the largest you could buy at Thomann, which comes in at 18.2 mm. And this is the one extreme. The other extreme is actually the smallest we have at Thomann, which is not a Schilke but a Bach 17, which is at around about 15 mm of diameter. So I will try to work my way from both ends into the middle and find the sweet spot where I feel most comfortable while playing. So let's hear the largest one, the Schilke 24. Okay, that's way too big for my playing. As you could hear, like my upper register was really flat and I had to hold it together to even get the notes out. So the other extreme is the small Bach 17. So yeah, that's really, really small. I barely could get my lips to vibrate. I mean, some players could probably work it, but that feels really uncomfortable for me. So let's go down a bit to the Schilke 20. It's around 17.7 mm. Feels a bit better, still like above the A. It feels like, then it feels like a little bit like lifting weights. So let's go from the other end again, the size 9. That's okay. There I felt the upper register was actually closing in a little bit, so it wasn't as free as I actually prefer it. So actually, yep, that's too small. Let's go with the Schilke 16. This comes in at 17.2 millimeters. Again, remember, not every manufacturer measures at the same point. So Schilke actually measures a bit more at the top. So they come in at larger sizes, but they still are rather wider trumpet mouthpieces compared to a Bach or a Yamaha. Okay, this feels quite nice. Let's give it one more try. Let's go with the 13, which is kind of in between what I have here. Yes. The 13 has a 16.8 millimeter diameter. So yeah, I guess if I had to choose a Schilke mouthpiece with a standard C cup, I would go with the size 13. Turns out the Schilke 13 works best for my playing. It's kind of similar to the Bach 3C or the Yamaha 14 before that I got used to over the years as well. Although their diameter information are different from each other. So how about you? Have you tried different rim sizes and what did you learn from it? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this episode helpful, feel free to like and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. See you soon.